Welcome to the third blog for November 2010. John DL here, going to start as usual straight away on the What the Hell is Happening blog. First things first, today, he says, starting with BACTA. I know BACTA's not going to be with us for much longer, but I missed these when they were published in September, and apologies for those who I support in adult and community learning, but there was a release from BACTA of the Harnessing Technology Surveys for Adult and Community Learning and for Offender Learning and Skills. And it provides you with research, or the findings and data from research conducted on behalf of BACTA by NIACE in November and December this time last year. Now you can read the full articles, he says, by going to the BACTA website, the address of course at the top of the page. And here you'll find out much more about the research itself, but more importantly, the downloads of the reports are available in Word and PDF or in spreadsheet formats at the bottom of the page. It's well worth having a look at, albeit a little late, and again apologies for that. The second find is something that I suppose again linked with NIACE. It was Alistair Clark's blog that I get an RSS feed from, who came across the United Nations Scientific and Cultural Organization, UNESCO, free software portal. And this provides access to documents and websites which are references for the free software or open technology movement. It's also a gateway to resources related to free software. If we go onto their site, and again the address at the top of the screen, you'll notice, I'll just zoom in so you can see what I'm talking about. We're on the home page. But here you'll see that there are various developer documentation, books, collection security, there's information, blogs, consortiums, etc. But I think the important part, let me just scroll down a bit, is here. Okay, there is a whole load of software as well as a link to the directory that I've just been talking about. Sorry, just need to put an arrow. But there are things on accessibility, cloud computing, health, communication, courseware tools, development tools, digital libraries, operating systems, productivity tools, science and education, and a virtual laboratory. Again, there's a lot there which I'm sure you will find useful. The next find, Fearless, Be Fearless Against Crime, is part of the UK charity Crime Stoppers. They run the 0800 555 111 telephone number, which anybody can use to give a call about crime anonymously. The Fearless site is aimed very much at young people, our learners, and allows them to give information about crime online, and offers workshops about crime that affects them, including knives and guns, sex crime, drugs and alcohol, cybercrime, bullying, fighting, murder, theft, vandalism, ASBOs and gangs. And again, if we go on to their websites, here we go, just about to start up. There are a whole load of different links that they can go on to, as you can see. I'll just go over them one at a time so that you can actually see. If I click on theft, for example, it takes you into the section and it goes through various pieces of information. On this one, when it's decided to actually finish loading, it goes through other names for theft, what it is, equipment, hustling, burglary, robbery, etc. So it's an awareness raising website. And there are a whole loads of things. If I click on latest stuff, for example, a list of regions where Fearless has been launched. Not in the Northwest, I notice, as yet, but there are various screensavers that can be downloaded, and there is always the link to give information anonymously. And one interesting thing, there is a tab over here on the right hand side. Let me just show you where I mean. Over there, that if any learner happens to be on this page, they can click it and it will disappear off the screen instantly, just in case some of their peers come up and they don't want them to see that they're on those websites. Okay, it's ideal for safeguarding in particular. Fourth find already. Gizmos. It's all about freeware, and it's reviews about various freeware and rating them. It's a non-commercial community website staffed, we're told on the website, entirely by volunteers, and it's different from other download sites in as much as they're helping you as users to select the best programs for your needs, and provides advice and useful guidance via a community-based site without any commercial affiliations. So if we just nip onto their site, again the address is up at the top of the page, you'll notice that when we're on the site there are a number of different sections. There is the best freeware lists as recommended by them. There are the freeware categories that you can use to search for different things. There's the security wizards, and there is a general search tool. If we just escape from that, if we go into the categories, just to give you an idea of the categories that are there, let's just zoom in so you can see them. There is cleanup and tuning, desktop and graphic user interfaces, disk file tools. I'm not going to read them all out, but there's the educational link there, and there are a whole load of others as well. Well worth having a look if you're looking for sustainable, i.e. free resources that you could use to enhance current practice. It is important, like with all of these different sites, that you are fully aware of what you're looking for and what you want to use it for. Otherwise you could end up with something that's no use to you whatsoever. The next find is one that's been about a little while, and I've had a play with it. And for those of you who are aware of how to make your Word documents accessible for screen readers and the like, then there's not a great deal new within Create and Convert. However, it does do the last bit. It actually helps you to convert documents into accessible resources, e-publications and talking books. It's quite interesting to have a look at. It's on the EduApp site. So if we just go on to the EduApp site here, again address at the top of the page, and scroll down, you will actually find, let me just zoom in so you can see the different EduApps that are available. You'll actually find that this is the one that you're looking for, Create and Convert. It's, as they put it, their new kid on the block designed to help publish accessible information for all. And that very much is important for those of you who are going to comply with the Equality Act that came out in October 2010. Next find, Road to Grammar. I tweeted about this already and had some excellent feedback from those who are involved in functional skills, key skills. It's a free resource with loads of quizzes, games, lessons for ESOL, ESL, EFL, whatever you're going to call it, and functional skills learners. There are dozens of practice activities, there are 5 practice games, and there are 365 grammar quizzes with instant feedbacks and notes that explains why the answers are correct or incorrect. It provides some downloadable resources as well for teachers, practitioners, offering discussion starters for English lessons, warm-up activities and some worksheets. So if we just nip over to their websites, here we are, you'll see the various, again, let me just zoom in so you can see what we're talking about. There is the quizzes tab, the extra practice tab, games, downloads and so on. And if I just go on to here, you'll see some of the quizzes that are there. Adjectives and prepositions, adjective or noun, adjectives with ed and ing, adverbs, etc. There are a whole load of them. Let me just escape so you can scroll down and see. If I just scroll down, you'll see that it goes on and on and on. And if I get hold of that and drag down to the bottom, zero infinitive is the final one. So there is something there, I'm sure, that can be used within English and or functional skills for all of you. And the final find, I suppose I have to thank my son for this. Getting near to Christmas, it's a little bit of fun, ideal for family learning providers. It's from Robert Sabuda. It's simple pop-ups that you can make, and I think if we just go on to the website, you'll see the sort of thing we're talking about. There's the pop-up basics with various layers, a fold mouth, a monster V-fold with layers combined. But it's categorized, again let me just zoom in, into simple, intermediate and advanced, and those are the borders. So when I scroll down here, the bird is obviously a simple one, the bat and the arc there are intermediate, and the crab is somewhat more advanced. Okay, just going to escape from that. If we go, for example, and one of the reasons I've included it for the Christmas tree, which is simple, you'll see simple guide ups here. Step 1, print out this page on stock card. And then you go on to the next level. Again, print out that page onto heavy paper like card or construction paper. And then you go on to the next level, which goes through, and I'll just zoom in, just bear with me so that you can see. Okay, it goes through the steps, step by step, as to how you can actually make the card itself. Okay. If you've got the time, or if you learners have got the time, a little bit of fun there for everyone. That's the 7 finds for today. I hope you've found something useful there for you, and we'll talk again very soon.